Yo, what is up, Doom fans? My name is Phasm, and today what you guys are watching is Crakerz 122 kill quad MOAB on Outpost, and that is something that is not said very often. Actually, it's something that's not ever been said before, because this is the first ever quad MOAB on Outpost, and you know, nobody likes Outpost. Outpost is just like, it's that map that we all always skip, and no one ever likes it. But you know, I guess Yums was feeling like some variety, and he decided to switch things up and go for some gameplays on Outpost, and boy was he successful. Yums is a fantastic Modern Warfare 3 player. He never ceases to impress me with his gameplays. Hopefully you guys feel the same way. He has plenty of 200 plus specialist 200 plus specialist kill games. Quite a solid Modern Warfare 3 player, and you know, these games are really entertaining because it's all gun kills. You know, you don't have like assault streaks or, you know, lethal streaks going hand all the time. It's all gun kills. You have to win 24 gunfights 4 times in a row, you know, and of course specialist helps you, but it's still impressive nonetheless. And with Black Ops 2 being dead, you know, a lot of these Modern Warfare 3 players are making their kind of shine. They're going for what was thought of as the impossible, the unthinkable, the unimaginable, but these gameplays just keep getting more impressive. And you know, when you have this timeline, this game is like 2 years old, and all the old standards were beat and then beat again, but now there's a whole new era of gameplay standards that are coming out, and you know, just watching the gameplays get more, it's really entertaining to me. And you know, it's also harder because since this game is not in its prime, you don't have as many players who are playing at one time, so it's hard to find those dream lobbies, hard to find the players that you need to play against to get gameplays like this. And I don't know, I think it's pretty cool how even though the gameplay or the game itself is pretty old, the gameplay standards still keep up with it and blow past the old ones. Anyways, hopefully you guys are having a very nice school year. At least for me right now, we're kind of past all of the you know, the beginning and introducing stuff. We already got all of our rules and expectations, and we know how things work. I am personally a sophomore in high school, and things are going pretty well. I mean, it's not too tough just yet. I'm hoping it stays that way. I don't have any AP classes, just honors and things like that. So yeah, it's not too hard. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. We just got our first progress report, our first little, you know, interim. So halfway done with our first quarter. Let me know how far you guys are with school and how you are doing in it and what grades you're in. It's kind of interesting to see the kind of ages that you pull and the ages of the people that do watch your videos. And one thing that's cool about the analytics or analytics, there you go, analytics from the YouTube settings itself, is you can kind of see the ages and the age ranges of the people, of your viewers. And you know, that might not always be accurate, because you know, it could be like someone using their mom's account, some little kid, or it could be someone who just made a random age. You never really know. So just let me know how old you guys are, because I find that kind of interesting to me, and it's just kind of a cool piece of information to know. And I don't know about you guys, but I've had no desire at all to turn on my Xbox and play Call of Duty recently, and part of it is just because I don't have time right now. My basketball season has pretty much just started. We're doing all of our conditioning, and that stuff is it's just awful, you know, like we're getting pushed to like physical extents and stuff like that. It's pretty hard. Definitely probably some of the toughest things that I've ever done in my life, but it's worth it in the end because the games are so easy, practices are beyond easy, and you get in the best shape of your life. But during the conditioning, it's really hard, and I feel like I want to quit. But I guess that can kind of bring me into kind of like a Dr. Phil stage, you know, because like I said, conditioning is extremely hard for me. And if anyone has ever done anything like that, any strenuous physical activity for a sport or anything like that, it's really tough, and you just have to push through it and, you know, kind of focus on the light at the end of the tunnel. Because when I'm feeling down, I like to know that when it's all done, you know, in I think 5 or 6 weeks, when we're all done with conditioning, I'm going to be in some of the best shape of my life, and I'll be able to take on anything, any physical challenge. And I'm personally pretty scrawny. Like, I'm not going to lie, I'm like 6'2", 150, so not very big at all. And I'm starting to see a little bit of a bulk, and I like that a lot because I've been scrawny all my life. I've grown really fast, and my body never really had a chance to catch up with that. So I don't know how you guys do, how your guys' body weights relate and things like that, but that's just kind of a little personal touch. And look at that feed, he's just going right on. And another little kind of Dr. Phil tip is just to always stay positive, because that's something that I struggle with. I'm not a negative person, but I don't always look at the bright side of things. You know, if something bad happens, usually I'll kind of like just kind of dwell on it and let it kind of suck the life out of me and suck the happiness out of me, and it's not a good time. So if you take the time to wake up and, you know, say that you're having a pretty bad week and you got a lot of tests and you got a lot of hard things going on, having some troubles in school and things like that, if you wake up and you're like, well, let's make today a good day. It's really gonna be a better day. And I know it sounds cheesy, but if you kind of just tell yourself that's gonna be a good day and really focus on the positives, you're gonna have a lot better day. And I'm kind of turning it into kind of like a Dr. Phil life tutor, but I just wanted to say that and see what you guys thought about that. And usually you guys will not hear me when you're watching one of my videos, and unless it's on my personal channel. But on the Doom Clan channel, I do not do very many commentaries. This is actually the first commentary I think I might have commented my 271 kill game, but this is like my first ever commentary where I'm strictly a commentator because, you know, gameplays are my strengths. Commentaries are definitely my weakness. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. You know, we're all better at certain things. We have certain commentators who are phenomenal, and we have certain guys who are strictly gameplay guys. But I have been working a lot and trying to improve. So give me some feedback. Let me know what you guys think. If you would like to hear more from me, or if you would not. I mean, that's fine. I'm just simply doing this because I had not posted in a while. And Jones is a pretty good friend of mine. He asked me to do the commentary, so, you know, sure, why not? I'd love to knock out an 11-minute commentary. Quite the challenge for you, but there you see he did get his third MOAB, and some of the streaks are clipped a little bit, not too much, just like 3 or 4 kills off, just to kind of speed up the gameplay a little bit, because it is kind of slow paced. But then again, it is on Outpost. There's not a definite spawn, you know, spawn trap, spawn rush. You can't necessarily run spawns. There is a kind of little trap, as you were seeing him doing throughout the majority of the game. But, you know, it's not as fluent, it's not as perfect as, say, a bootleg spawn trap or a terminal spawn trap, or even like a resistance spawn trap, you know. Those are all maps that people who are Modern Warfare 3 pub stars have completely mastered, and the game is pretty much strictly a science. If you can understand how the spawns work and understand how to extend the game to its maximum, you know, extent, and just really play the game like it's like some kind of formula, you know, have certain players, have support runners in certain spots, have best in certain spots, you're going to be successful. You know, it's only a certain percent of gun skill and a certain percent of luck of the lobby, but the rest is simply knowing what to do, how to play, and things like that. And Yomes is a phenomenal player. He's extremely smart, he has the gun skill. And oh, one thing I do want to note is this gameplay was recorded out of theater, so if you notice any kind of spazzes, any random 360s, or any just you know, theater glitches, theater mode has always kind of had those glitches, and you can kind of always tell when a game is recorded from theater mode. And I don't know how much of you guys have experience with competitive gaming, especially in Black Ops 2, but it's something that I've been playing a lot more now that pubs are dead. And, you know, with public matches, you can't even simply get a lobby together and find a match because it's just so broken and it's awful, and it makes me so angry because I have these random spurts of motivation to hop on and get some gameplays, but sadly I can't do that if the matchmaking doesn't even work. And so, you know, I've been playing League Play and Game Battles matches, and I've played, you know, competitive search since like Modern Warfare 2 and a lot in Modern Warfare 3. I enjoy that a lot. And with Hardpoint and CCF and everything, the competitive has really kind of been shifting a lot, and I was just kind of curious into how many of you guys play competitive. It really is kind of becoming a bigger part of the COD community. Back in the not back in the day, but, you know, like in some of the older games, there wasn't really too much hype about competitive. There was really just kind of like the main teams like Optic and Envious, and now pretty much everyone and their brother is a pro player. And, you know, Black Ops 2 has really supported competitive well, and I hope Ghost does the same thing, because one thing people always ask me about is, how are you so good at Call of Duty? And, you know, one thing I say is I've played since Call of Duty 4, but the other thing is I've been playing a lot of competitive, and I have for a while, because competitive really kind of shows you how good of a player you actually are. You know, sometimes you may think you're good because you can drop a nice public match game, but in reality, until you're playing against really good players who are on equal or a better level than you, you're not going to really know how good of a player you are. Because players in public matches simply play for fun. They play to play casually. They play just to, I don't know, just to hop on and play. But if you play against people who are as dedicated as you are, not as necessarily dedicated, but just have thumbs and have the amount of gun skill that you have, it really puts you to the test. You have to strategically win gunfights and work well with a team. It's actually, it's really fun, you know. It's a good competition, especially when you play against good teams. It's a lot to think about. You have to have nice callouts and pick your correct gunfights and play for picks and things like that. I've had some competitive on my channel, but it really never does as well as these pub gameplays do on my channel. So yeah, just kind of interested in that. This gameplay is wrapping up. As you see, he's simply stalling the game with letting the enemies cap flags, so the game will go to its maximum extent. As you can see, people keep leaving and joining, and he's running through constant players. There is the quad MOAB. You see him call it in and continue to go on a little tear here. finished it off with 122 kills. The scoreboard should be popping up shortly. My name is Phasm. Feel free to check out my channel and make sure to check out Yum's channel. So yeah, here's the scoreboard, and I will catch you guys later. I'm out. Peace.